Just one last thing to describe that moment. Allah says in the Quran,
يومئذ يتبعون الداعي لا عوج له وخشعت الأصوات للرحمن فلا تسمع إلا همسا يومئذ لا تنفع الشفاعة إلا من أذن له الرحمن ورضي له قولا يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون به علما وعنت الوجوه للحي القيوم وقد خاب من حمل ظلما.
These verses sum up the situation on that day. Allah says, on that day the people will respond to the caller. There will be a caller who will direct people to where they have to go by force. Go this way, you go that way, you come this way. La iwaja lah. This person who calls you, this angel, does not lose his way. You will be going to the correct position. وَخَشَعَتِ الْأَصْوَاتِ. The voices are silenced. The people don't know what to say anymore. Imagine uncountable numbers of people. You don't hear a single whisper. Wallahi, not a single whisper. Not a whisper. Allah says, وَخَشَعَتِ الْأَصْوَاتُ لِلرَّحْمَنِ. The voices are silenced to the most merciful. فَلَا تَسْمَعُ إِلَّا هَمْسًا. You will not hear on that day any. Allah describes it. You can't hear anything except one thing. Hamsa. The silent tapping of feet walking. People just walking here and there. Like that. No one's talking. Eyes are looking up high. People are walking. It's like we're intoxicated. Where are we going? In madness. You know? Don't know what to say. Allah says about the day before the day of judgment, when the world ends. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم إن زلزلة الساعة شيء عظيم. Fear your Lord. The shaking of the last hour is something huge. It's humongous. It's great. The day when the pregnant lady will lose her baby straight away, its infant. She'll drop it immediately out of fear. And the people walk around as if they're intoxicated, but they are not intoxicated, but the signs of your Lord or the punishment of your Lord is quite scary, it's severe. On that day you only hear silent footsteps. On that day no intercession will help. No one can help you except whomever Allah gives permission to, the most merciful. Allah calls Himself the merciful on that day. وَرَضِيَ لَهُ قَوْلًا. And Allah is pleased with that person to speak. Otherwise, no one can speak. Not even the angels, unless Allah gives them permission. يَعْلَمُ مَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِيهِمْ. Allah knows everything that you have come with. وَمَا خَلْفَهُمْ. And whatever you have kept in secret or left behind thinking no one else will know. وَلَا يُحِيطُونَ بِهِ عِلْمًا. And no one even can know the amount of knowledge that Allah knows about you on that day. Allah will inform us about ourselves things that will come manifest, which we were confused about, and on that day Allah will make it so clear to us, to show us whether we had gone on the right path or on the wrong path, whether we deserve to be punished or not, to make us understand. Remember the hadith, that no one will be punished in hellfire until they are convinced that they deserve it. Abadan. And Allah calls Himself, Allah calls Himself in this verse now, twice now here, Ar-Rahman, the most merciful. It is out of Allah's mercy that He does all of this. Allows the people to know, forgives if He wills, and He will forgive on that day many things. But those who are destined to His wrath, no one can save them except He. Allah says, وَعَنَتِ الْوُجُوهُ لِلْحَيِّ الْقَيُّومِ. On that day, all the faces shall be humbled to the all-powerful, the Almighty. وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ حَمَلَ ظُلْمًا. And whoever has carried with him or her on that day deeds of victimization to himself, deeds of oppression, deeds of haram, then they will be in misery. And whoever had done good deeds which Allah is pleased with, while they are believers, You're a believer and you do good deeds. فَلَا يَخَافُ ظُلْمًا. On that day you will not fear any oppression, any haram deeds that you have done. وَلَا هَضْمًا. Nor will you experience any loss. On that day, there will be people who have done righteous deeds and they carry them with them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, some bad deeds which you have done, you will not be made afraid of them. You'll be forgiven them. And you think that you're going to lose, but on that day Allah will make it in a way which you will not lose. So Allah knows who will win, who will lose, who deserves and who doesn't.